Hill figure. Friday morning, this is the Star Report. Okay, I want to do a little research with you guys before I head out. I have 1 hour to talk about the just released this morning Will Smith apology via his YouTube channel. The video is in my community section in case you have not seen it, okay? This makes his, to my knowledge, second apology to Chris Rock, but the first time that he has put his face to the apology, okay? I'm going to try not to be overly critical. I'm going to try. Will Smith, for those of you who don't know, is one of the few entertainers and or rappers who I have never given, like, real smoke to. I've always liked Will Smith. You know, I even liked DJ Jazzy Jeff when they were together, you know, and I think that I'm sure they're still friends, but, you know, back in the days, you know. Anyway, I want to talk about the apology. I want you guys to chime in. I am going to take issue with something. And also, salute to the homie Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg. I did a research show yesterday morning, early afternoon, and Elvis, who I do respect, he's on YouTube, Big Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg, he said that it's all propaganda and it's bullshit. Their crime is not up. Never mind the numbers. It's a great place, and it's safe. Well, look at that showrunner there, kid. I'm going to try not to laugh. Look at that showrunner, huh? Today's Friday, pardon me. Let me just read this for a second because I'm doing research. Wednesday, this past Wednesday, 12:30 a.m., a police officer off duty was robbed at gunpoint. You can see the video. And yes, he told the robber, "I'm a cop." And the robber didn't care. Folks, you already know the cop told the robber, "Oh, you don't want to do this. I'm on the job." Or you know, I'm a detective, or whatever. Do we say BX stand up? What do we do here? It's news. Troll babies, good afternoon. And to the bitch nigga who emailed me, "Yo, why you be talking about New York all the time?" Because, bitch nigga, I have a huge audience in New York. Yes, I'm in Georgia now, but I just put my analytics on the screen, a couple days ago. New York. Number one market that listens to the Star Report. Bitch nigga. Pardon me, I'm on the roids, kids, you know. Sit tight a second. Troll babies, how are you? I don't have my contacts in. Okay. I think I see a couple of BX stand up. Holy shit. This is a black eye for the NYPD. Whether you think crime is up or not, this is an embarrassment. As we already discussed yesterday, police in the New York City area no longer have qualified immunity. So they're not jumping out the window to, you know, put hands on people as they used to, as they have for decades, centuries, if you will. Okay? Things are different. All right, also, what else do I have coming up on my showrunner? Prosecutors in Spain are requesting prison time for Shakira. Does anybody give a goddamn? Shakira. She's like the new Charo to me. You know, coochie. I can't stand chicks like that. You know, when I was younger, I thought Charo was cute. I know that's going very far back. Who's this old nigga talking about? But Shakira, hold on a second. Let me put her on the screen if anybody gives a goddamn, because, you know, we always have to keep our foot on the neck of a Hispanic, of a Colombian. Don't ever let them think that they are above the goddamn smoke. A Puerto Rican, okay, can you see that? Prosecutor's prison term. You know what? It's spelled wrong. Let me get that off the screen. They're seeking 8 years. They're seeking 8 years for Shakira, huh? I know none of her goddamn music, nor would I ever purchase anything. Also, Let me just lay a few things out here because, as I said, I had 1 hour with you guys this morning. Folks, my road trip is real. It's real now. I'm leaving in mid-August, as you know, taking an Amtrak from Atlanta out to Seattle. I'm going to be going through South Dakota, Montana, and other places. When I get to Seattle, I'm going to rent a car, drive down to Portland, Oregon, down to Medford, into Sacramento, maybe Vallejo, maybe San Francisco, more so Oakland, down to Santa Cruz. I'm going to go check out Santa Cruz, the original home of surfing, contrary to what people say. You can Google this, Santa Cruz, and then into San Jose. Anyway, but it's real. How do I know it's real? I took my Barry Manilow multi-platinum plaque off the wall. It's going in storage with a lot of other stuff next week. I'm not taking down the Diddy plaque, the Jay-Z plaque, Cameron. I'm going to take the Godson off the wall, but some of the other plaques, they're going to stay there. If somebody breaks in, oh well. But the Barry Manilow has been taken off the wall. So it's real. I'm almost out of here. Okay, guys, sit tight on the phones. I'm going over some notes. Give me a second. All right. NYPD officer robbed at gunpoint in the Bronx. Anybody want to speculate as to why? As to why that officer was robbed? Well, yeah, no. Not why he was robbed, because, listen, streets got to eat. But the officer who was off duty at the time, you can see the video, I know he told the robber, hey, bro, come on, bro. You don't want to do this. And the robber, did he speak English, troll babies, before I start doing too much? Or did the man with the gun say, I don't give a fuck who you are? And he took his gun. Did I mention that? Hold on a second. This happened in Hunts Point. Took his gun and his wallet. So clearly, oh my goodness, the story is crazy. Forcibly grabbed his service weapon. Yeah, he grabbed his gun first. Give me that. Damn, that's a violation. What do you think? Okay. Also, this morning, as I said before I hit the road, I think is that Elvis? No, that's not his number. That's a different number. Elvis usually calls it from 646. Hey, hold on, 646. I'll be right back. Folks, let me just say this right now. If anybody has me on a speakerphone, noise in the background, I'm going to get you up out of here fast. This is a research show. I'm not your friend. I'm not your buddy. I'm not your pal, okay? Okay, so we'll come back to some of these other things shortly. So before I take any calls, the Will Smith video, again, in my community section. Will Smith apologized. For those of you who saw it, before I go to the phones, what do you think? Sincere? I spoke to Dana with the data this morning. Dana said, I liked it. I said, okay. I just left it at that. I said, okay. Let me tell you exactly how long this apology is. 5 minutes and 44 seconds. It's titled, It's Been a Minute. As of now, 18,000 views, 22,000 thumbs ups. We don't know how many dislikes because YouTube does not show us the dislikes anymore. There was a question. I think he was reading questions. I don't know where these questions came from. Maybe these were questions that he and his team put together and they felt were the best questions for him to respond to. One of the questions, after Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something? Will cracks a smile. He didn't laugh, but he cracks a smile. Anybody see that? I didn't like that. Now, most of us, if not all of us, we don't like Jada Pinkett Smith, his wife. She's got that little short chihuahua thing about her, you know, snapping and snippy and, you know. C-list actress. I thought she screwed up The Matrix years ago. Was it Matrix 3 or was she in number 2? I know she was in number 3. I forget. I thought she screwed up The Matrix. I don't care about the other films she's been in with Queen Latifah. What was that thing called? Everybody Loves It's such a black classic. We just don't like Jada Pinkett Smith. Her demeanor, the fact that she has admitted she didn't want to get married to Will years ago. She tries to act like her and Tupac had some great fucking romance or connection. We've seen the toxic relationship between them confirmed when they sat down on that red table thing. Here's my question to you. Did Jada Pinkett Smith apologize to Chris Rock? That's what I want to know. Let me write that down so I don't forget. But as I was saying, with this 5-minute and 44-second video, the question, Will Smith read the question. If I didn't say that, then he smiles. Here's what I did not get out of Will Smith's recent apology. He didn't say that Jada apologizes. I mean, you're a unit. You're a team. What is that nonsense they say? Together, forever, through bad marriage, and some old stupid fist bump they did on the goddamn red carpet. Okay, is Jada sorry? We see you, Will. You're sorry. Okay, I'll say you're remorseful. 3 months, or is it 3 months or 4 months after the fact? He went to India or some goddamn where. He's sitting down with some little guru. The two of them are sitting down with their legs folded, you know, eating rice with their fingers and smelling their natural bodies. I'm sure they got incense and all sorts of bullshit. And he came back, and this is what you came back with? Chris Rock has not responded to Will Smith directly. Did Will Smith do this apology because Chris Rock is ignoring him? Something to think about. Okay, 646 has noise in the background. You're out of here. You're out of here. I'm not playing with anybody this afternoon. Do not call me with noise in the background. You're on a headset driving. I don't need to talk to you. I can talk by myself. Has Will Smith's pockets been affected? I remember Will Smith saying to Jada Smith, it's hard for me to not call her Jada Pinkett. I saw Will talking to Jada a month or two before the egregious error on his part, probably the biggest violation in the history of the Academy Awards. I saw him tell Jada, my social media is my bread and butter. So, has Will been prompted to now say this or do this apology because his bottom line is being affected? The bag has slowed down. What say you? Okay. Hold on a second. I'm going to try a call or two. Good morning, 908. Good morning. Are you at the speed? Did you see the video?
Brooklyn Giggles, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, man? How are you? Good morning.
Good morning. Just want to make sure you hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. Did you see the video?
Yes, I seen the video. He's definitely late, 2 months or 3 months late. You know, I mean, it's done. So hopefully we can move forward with this. I just find it kind of weird that he couldn't just do this from the beginning. You know, that was the one thing that kind of threw me off with the whole apology. But let's see what happens, because there were a lot of movies that he kind of got kicked out of because of that situation. They were supposed to make a Bad Boys 4, but they put that on hold because of that.
Martin Lawrence says that film is still happening. Martin Lawrence said that a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, you're right about some other projects. He has been put on ice, so to speak. But now, hang on a second. I don't know if an apology right away would have been within his best interest, because Will Smith is a brand, a corporation. He may have put himself in a liable position for legal suits from not just Chris Rock, but from the Academy of Motion Pictures. So I'm not saying he should have done it right away, but I mean, months later. I think this is 3 months later, yeah? 3 months later.
I mean, this is where me and you have to agree to disagree. I feel like his timing, like it's way too late. At this point, everybody has clowned him. I mean, in the recent Chris Rock special with Kevin Hart had brought out a GOAT, naming it Will Smith.
Yeah.
On stage. Yeah. I mean, at this point,
he gave the GOAT to Chris Rock. You're forgetting that part. He gave it to Chris Rock. Dave Chappelle was also on the stage. Go ahead.
Yes, he was. Yeah. Yes, he was. And I mean, and obviously it was a ha-ha moment.
Yeah.
But what I'm basically saying is, you wait till everybody clowns, not just you, but your wife. I mean, Chris Rock's brother called your wife. You know what? I'm just saying, you waited until people had to clown your family to say, okay, I'm gonna apologize now.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is at this point.
I think you and I are on the same page. We're not disagreeing with regards to, I think the apology is too late. We're on the same page with that. But in terms of him doing the apology right away, again, when you represent a corporation, you can't just jump out and do something because social media is there allowing you to do it. From a legal standpoint, when you have lawyers making decisions, they will say, wait a minute, hold on. But I thought that I think it's too late. But I'll give you the last word.
You're right. I mean, this is all a chess game, and Chris Rock is winning right now. Like, it's really a chess game right now, and I feel that we have to see who's going to make the next move next. Because if you ask me, in that interview, Will Smith is a great actor, so I can't tell if he was really sincere with that apology or not. I know when he mentioned he wanted to apologize to Chris Rock's mom, he looked like he was about to tear up a little bit. But we forget that this guy is an actor, an actually great actor. So I can't tell how sincere he was.
Okay.
But we just have to see.
Got you. Hey, good to talk to you, man. Thank you. Brooklyn Giggles tapping in. Am I the only one who just doesn't like Jada Pinkett? And I think that this is the time when they should separate. He should file for divorce. I've gone on record and I've said, even though I'm a heterosexual man, I would rather see Will Smith with a new boyfriend instead of a contentious, combative black woman like Jada Pinkett. Is that fucked up to say? She's not likable. She's not deep. I don't watch that trash. The red, was it Red Table? Oh, they're saying he should be with a Jewish man. Yeah, go and get yourself a little boy toy, nigga. A little power bottom. So we can just get past this shit. Other than that, the 5 minutes and 44 seconds of this apology, I don't know where he was sitting, maybe in some little, is that his place or his publicist's place? It looked crazy. I don't know. But also, hang on a second. I want to make sure I plug some of my sponsors early because I got to be out of here in about 35 minutes. www.creditwizpro.com. Please go there. Tell them I sent you. Free consultation. They can help you with multiple things pertaining to your credit, late payments, charge-offs, child support, foreclosures, student loans, and liens. Okay, www.creditwithpro.com. And today's show is sponsored by Asian Doll. Okay, hang on, Dana. I see you. Dana with the data. Dana with the data tapping in. There you are. Good morning, Dana. How are you? Good to hear from you again.
Good morning.
Hey,
I'm
hey.
great. How are you?
I'm great. You and I spoke earlier. I reserved giving my comment at the time. You said you liked Will Smith's apology, yes?
Yes, I did. It was to the point. It was short, sweet, and I think it was sincere. I think, when we talk about that word redemption, he's trying to redeem himself. And at the end of the video, he did say, hopefully we can be friends again, talking to his audience, the fans, the public, Chris Rock, his family. So I think he's really sincere trying to make amends. And I really appreciate him taking the time to specifically apologize to Chris Rock's mother, even his brother, because I think he finally realized that he caused a lot of damage in multiple people's lives. The timing, I think, is good because even if he would apologize right away, it would have been drowned by everybody like us in media, just dragging him and his family. Mm-hmm. So I liked it. I believe him.
Okay, I'm going to respond.
I forgive him.
I'm going to respond to what you said. Now, I don't think he should have responded right away, but at least a week later, put the same effort into apologizing to Chris Rock. Your black brother, because they're on that black shit. Apologize to your black brother. Visually, let us see you. It doesn't take a goddamn week or more for you and your lawyers to get everything in place, just in case a legal suit comes down. I think this is entirely too late. I'm not sure what prompted this. I don't want to say, he's a great actor. He is an actor, and he knows what buttons to push, what levers to pull. I think it's too late, and I just don't give him a full pass. And here's my main thing. I did not hear him say Jada would like to apologize also. That bothers me as a man. It still makes me think that you are under the spell of some type of demonic succubus who's telling you what to do. You're a beta male. And you still can't stand up to the broad who is your alleged mental tormentor. What do you say about that, Dana?
Well, I would say this. Will and Jada, I believe, they're just life mates. They have a strong bond that's beyond that marriage. They know each other's deep, dark secrets. So I don't think they're going to turn on each other. But thank God he didn't say this apology on that red table talk. I'm glad
they started to.
He did.
They started to. Do you know that?
What Jada when she mentioned it and talked about it?
Will Smith and Jada were scheduled to talk on the red table about the slap. To my knowledge, it didn't happen. It didn't happen to my knowledge, but they were scheduled to talk about it. I remember seeing this in the media. Thankfully, whoever his handles are, somebody said, "Hey, don't do that." Go ahead.
Right. Now, hopefully it was Will Smith that said, you know what, let me pull back from it. But I'm glad he didn't, because you have to show some type of independence away from your wife and some type of leadership. Yes, she should apologize too, and she's very arrogant when she did talk about it because she actually threw that situation on Will's lap, putting the blame on everybody else except for her. So, and in this 5-minute apology, he still was covering for her. But that bond is not going to be broken. But overall, I really appreciated what he said. Mm-hmm. And, he knows that the public is not going to completely forgive him overnight. And it's a work in process. He actually admitted to he's suffer from traumatic things.
Stop. I've got the notes. Stop. He said that's my central trauma. I don't want to disappoint people. He made it about himself. He pointed out his central trauma, and then he said, Chris, I'm here when you want to talk. When I want to talk? Who said I want to talk? Bitch nigga. He should have said when and if.
Hey.
When and if you want to talk. He's a narcissist. When you want to talk, Chris, when you finally get over the bitch slap, nigga, holla at your boy. That's how it came off to me. When you want to talk, man. He should have said if you can forgive me. Go ahead, Dana. You got the right one today, goddamn.
They're celebrities. All celebrities are narcissists, right? So, I mean, Chris Rock saying he ain't talking until he get a check. So he ain't sitting down with nobody. So everybody's about that bag. Everybody's.
Did Chris Rock say that, or you just adding sauce? Chris Rock said, "I'm not talking about getting a check."
No, he did say it. He could have said it in jest, but it was a quote that this was months ago when he was going on tour and people was reaching out for him for a sit down.
Hold on, Dana. I have to go to the live chat. Troll babies, did Chris Rock say I'm not talking until I get a check, or did he just say I'm still processing? I'd never heard him say until I get a check. I could be wrong. Go ahead, Dana. I remember him saying get a check.
Yeah. So no. What I'm just saying is I would say this about the whole situation in the Oscar incident. He should have gave the Oscar back. He should have probably gave it back that night.
I said that.
And I think that would have, and that would have helped. That would have helped him in the public eye. I think that would have helped his image in the public eye then.
Okay.
But I'm glad he did take time to let it die down. Now you bring it all back up because yes, maybe Bad Boys 4 is in production and some other stuff. Who knows?
Okay. I don't hear about Bad Boys 4. Stop. Overall, Dana, I appreciate your perspective. I don't like the apology, but promote your platform, please, because I got to get out of here soon. I got a lunch meeting at 1:30.
Yes. Go to the Real Dana. Me and Judge Joe Brown did a great show last night. He was inducted into the National Bar Association
nice.
Hall of Fame. And so check out the show at The Real Dana on YouTube.
Okay.
Subscribe and, watch last night's show.
All right. Thank you, Dana. Have a good day. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Guys on the screen, www.yourpainyourgain.com. That's one of my sponsors. And I've got another new sponsor in the community section. I'm going to get to them in more detail this evening. Precision Healthcare. They can help you with cognitive development, traumatic brain injury, and if you're handicapped or going through something by way of being mentally challenged, or a family member or a loved one, please go there, okay? Precision Healthcare. I want to welcome them to the Star Report, all right? Brandon, I got your donation. Thank you, sir, via Cash App. Thank you, Brandon. Okay, I see a couple of people sending me stuff about New York. Yeah, I want to focus. A large part of my audience comes in from New York by way of my analytics. NYPD officer robbed at gunpoint. A savage took his gun from his holster, his waist holster, and pointed it at him and said, "Run it. Run at your poor Saras." Hold on a second. Kelly, I got your donation. Thank you, Kelly. Apology to drive traffic today. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, dear, but thank you. Thank you, Kelly. Okay. Jay Bandit, good to hear from you, homie. I can't slow down today. Are you on a speakerphone? What are we doing, my nigga? I can't do all that extra shit, man. Did you see the video? I'm moving fast today. Sit tight, Jada Bandit. I think I see you. Leo tapping in. Jada Pinkett looks like, who? Oh, okay, somebody from the game Street Fighter. Okay, yeah. I can never get the hang of Street Fighter. I used to have game rooms back in Crown Heights. I was half-ass on Street Fighter. Mortal Kombat, I could give you some smoke, but thank you for your donation, Leo, okay? Blade tapping in. He says, all Will Smith cares about is the bag, just like Star. Hold on a second. I have an admitted troll calling in. Hold on a second. Where are you? 302. I see 202. Who, is that Aaron 202 or is that, who's 202?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, good to hear from you. Make sure you email me. Somebody claims to know you. They're trying to snitch on you, but this is the Snitch Network,
Okay.
so I'm going to snitch on them and forward their email to you. Says he went to school with you, okay?
Oh, that's great. That's great. So,
What's cracking, man?
let me go ahead. Yeah. So I got to be honest, man. With the Will Smith thing, I don't think I've ever seen a bigger fall from grace than Will Smith.
Okay.
I was a big Will Smith fan. I mean, I just can't believe this. I mean, I agree with everything that was said previously. Chris Rock won, and the apology is just entirely too late. But given what you said before about lawyers and things like that, I definitely feel it's too late. It's dumb. I mean, it's over with, man. Will Smith is fallen, bro. Will Smith is Rome. Rome is fallen.
Yeah.
And I got to be honest. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of, women and their hypergamous nature, but at some point in time, I can't stand Jada Pinkett either. But at some point in time, like, this is Will Smith. Like, Will Smith, I think, actually liked the woman from Salt and Pepper at one point in time, and she didn't like him. And it's like he just has this, it's just these guys that like people that don't like them. I just don't understand this. You know what I mean? So
hang on, Aaron. You said the girl from Salt and Pepper. Did you mean Set It Off, the film?
no, there was a girl. He went out on a date with one of the girls from the group Salt and Pepper.
Oh,
and
okay.
She didn't like him because he wasn't quote unquote hood enough or whatnot. So,
yeah. Okay.
And I never forget, I had a friend of mine after this whole thing happened, and he just said, Will Smith is not the Fresh Prince. And it's like, he's like, we've all been sold a bill of goods on Will Smith being the Fresh Prince.
Okay.
And that's just not who he is.
Right.
So, like, Chris Rock won. I mean, but, I like I said, I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anybody, in my opinion, with that, at that level fall like this.
Yeah.
Have you?
Well, I mean, yeah, I have actually, but let's. I'll keep it in more so modern times. But what do you think? Can he redeem himself? Can he get his career back, or
No.
is there too much damage?
No, he's done. He's done.
Okay.
He's done.
Okay.
He's he's a fallen star. He's a fallen star. He's phased and fizzled out. Like he's finished.
Okay.
I mean, and with the funny thing, it was a slow decline. It wasn't like it was a sharp. This was just the nail in the coffin. It was like a slow decline. Like in the irony of everything, right? Like, you were the guy who wanted to protest the Oscars, right? Because they wouldn't let you in.
Yeah.
Oh, the irony, right?
Yeah.
And then you're the guy who hits somebody, who assaults somebody on the stage it is so. He's done.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm the Will Smith fan, man. Big Willie Style was the first CD I ever received as a child. So it's like, you know what I mean? It is.
Now, hang on a second, Aaron. Stay with me. So now, when this happened, keep it real. Did you shed a tear? He was like one of your idols. Did you shed a tear?
I did. I looked like him at the Red Table Talk. I mean, we all found out the Emperor has no clothes, bro. I mean, I was like, but it was a slow decline, man.
This nigga's on that goofy shit.
Slow decline, because now you're able to connect things. You're able to connect. Okay, you're able to connect it all, right? It's like, okay, so first you like this first woman, right? And then your children your children are writing letters to Tupac, and then your son is questionable in his behavior at best. What is going on in that household? What is going on? We need Uncle Phil back.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we need.
Okay. Hey, man, good to hear from you. I got to cut it short because I got to get out of here soon, man. I may do a show later on this evening. And make sure I have your email address because you've spent...
I got you. I'll do it right now.
You spent money with me, but somebody who, to my knowledge, has never spent a dime just sent me an email trying to expose you. So I'm not going to...
expose me for what?
I'm not going to read the email, but I'll gladly send it to you.
Oh, yeah. Expose me for saying the exact same things I say on here in real life.
Okay. Just send me the email, all right?
All right.
Take care.
All right.
Aaron tapping in. Folks, it's Friday morning. Hey, salute to the homies. Spider Loke tapping in. Thank you for your donation, homie, and your support. Yeah, man. For those of you who know who Spider Loke is, and as you should, every time I make the reference on my mama's mama, I always say, in the words of Spider Loke, all right? Thank you for tapping in, man. Good to see you, all right? So, yes, folks, I'm talking about the new Will Smith apology. He apologized again a month or two ago up on Instagram. The Instagram post said, "Jokes at my expense are a part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed and my actions were not indicative of the man that I want to be." So that was, I guess the best he could do at that particular point in time, but he did not put a face to it. The new apology, again, it's a video. It's in my community section. I've always been a Chris Rock supporter and a Will Smith supporter. I never interviewed Will Smith, but I've got a great interview, not a video, but audio of me and Chris Rock, either 2000 or 2001, which will be a part of my documentary whenever I put that out. So the moment itself between these two, I was like, oh, wow. I thought it was a bad moment. And I blame Jada. Troll babies, when will black women take accountability? This is a moment. Jay Mills, I got your donation. This is a moment that a black woman should stand up and apologize on behalf of her black queen. Yes, no, maybe? Where's my nigga Jada Bandit's showrunner? Jada Bandit, where are you, my nigga? Let me pull Jada Bandit in. That's the homie, man, but god damn, he was working my nerves yesterday.
Hey, big dog.
Jada Bandit.
Big dog, what's good, man?
Good to hear from you, man.
What's up?
You had a whole lot of shit in the background yesterday. Then you in a
conversation.
I know.
I was watching you on TV. I had on my phones running. That's my bad, bro. That's my bad. Oh, yeah, I'm not your brother, but yeah.
Hey, listen, I appreciate you. You were just in Atlanta this weekend. I couldn't link with you, man, but don't take that to heart, man.
It's all good. Hey, but things happen.
You made it back safe. What's popping on your channel? Go ahead and promote, man, because I gotta run soon. But what's popping on your channel?
Right now on my channel, I have the Lloyd Banks performance up there.
Okay.
I'm going to my next event is going to be Styles P. He's dropping his own strain called Good Times, named after the big song that he made back in the day, 2002, for his first album.
Good man, Styles
P. Gangsta and the Gentleman. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah, I met him a few times. I chill with him. He cool. Okay. So yeah, I'm going. That's the next event. But I'm gonna start putting up a whole bunch of stuff this weekend. Like today, because I'm at work right now. After I get off of work, I'm gonna do that. Okay. I'm sitting here right next to this nice brown woman right here. She likes you. She's like, oh yeah, I know who that is. Okay. I know Star.
Tell us what's up.
Yeah, she's right here.
Okay. All right, man. Look, I gotta run, man, because I gotta 1:30.
Salute.
1:30.
Yeah, I know it's a research shirt.
Good to hear from you. Salute.
All right.
Jada Bandit tapping in. Okay, showrunner. Who wants to talk about the NYPD cop getting robbed up in the BX in Hunts Point, to be exact? I sat up here yesterday and did a research show, and I said, crime is out of control. Elvis the chef said, nah, it's safe. Ooh. Now you got a savage rundown, and there's video footage in case you didn't catch that. 302, I don't see you. Oh, maybe this is 302. Hold on a second. Hey, is this Justin? 302? Hey, can you hold on? Sit tight, all right? Sit tight. All right, sit tight. I got to get a few cash apps, and I'll come back to him. Crime Skills. Hold on a second. I see. Well, Crime Skills, what area code? Okay, there it is. Give me a second, Crime Skills. Houston, I see you, sir. Houston, hold on a second. We can't do that language this morning, Houston. I'm going to bring you in, but we can't do that language. Sergino, okay, sit tight. I see you, sir. 612, okay. Kid London, good to hear from you. Wait a minute. Okay, so Kid London tapping, and he says, Star, okay, I can see the dislikes. There are 3,000 dislikes. At this point in time, 27,000 likes on Will Smith's video, but 3,000 dislikes. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I mean, I am the objective hater, not a player hater, okay? 302, good afternoon. It's now after 12 noon. Thank you for your donation. What do you want to start, sir?
Just wanted to call in and talk about Will Smith's apology. I was really surprised to see it. Okay. It was short. Okay. It was sweet, but I don't think it was sincere. Okay. You know, whenever Will Smith starts talking, I know he's BSing when he starts to talk. You know, when Will Smith does the Will Smith talk, when he starts, he starts laughing like this. Yeah. And he's kind of freestyling. He hits us with the Scientology, philosophic BS. Yeah. Like he's kind of just, filler bars, Yeah. And it just turns it off. It doesn't seem real. It seems like he's acting, like he's skating through. But I will say, it says a lot to leave your comment section on a video like that. So, I think he was definitely put up to it by his wife. I was kind of hoping he would come on with the embrace his inner Hancock energy, because his previous persona is gone. He needs to embrace the mean. He needs to embrace the dark side, right, and become that Hancock character, because we're not getting Aladdin 2. But they might definitely give us a Hancock too.
That was a crazy bag, wasn't it? Aladdin.
Energy.
Hang on, the film Aladdin, didn't he get like a big bag for that, and then they put him out of the sequel or something like that?
Exactly, they did. Yeah, because a lot of his career is based off of his persona, and
right.
He's not that anymore. So he needs to go in another direction and be the bad guy.
That makes sense if he becomes the bad guy. I can see that, but do you think he should get rid of Jada and get a boyfriend? What do you think? I think that will make some people say, hey, okay, let's give this guy another chance. He got rid of the combative black chick. What do you think?
Exactly. It would be a whole nother Will Smith, a whole nother chapter in his life. Disown his children. Look, disown his children.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Even if it's for show.
Okay, for show. Yeah, okay. Hey, man, I want to thank you for your donation. I got to keep it moving. But yeah, I agree with you. When the question was asked after Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something? You're right. He did that little smirk, almost laugh thing, and that's what made me say this is bullshit. Thank you, man.
It's staged.
Yeah.
It's staged. Yeah. The bad marriage for life, when they did that was supposed to look natural. It was staged.
Staged, yeah. Thank you, man. Have a good day. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. I got to get on the road soon. Dre at Grave Shift got your donation. Star, Jada is the type of broad that will pick a fight on the block, then call you to go get shot in her place. Also, if Wesley can do time, Shakira can too. That's a whole fact. Folks, in case you don't know, for those who give a goddamn, Shakira. What is, does anybody care? What is her biggest song? In Spain, the prosecution is asking for 8 years prison time for alleged tax fraud. Did I mention that earlier? Tax fraud. Hold on a second. I want to find the guy who tried to rat on Aaron and then send the email to Aaron. Give me a second, guys. I just want to get on some. I mean, like, say, who are you, dude? You never sent me a donation. You want me to expose Aaron. Okay, here it is. Hold on, guys. I'm going to send this to Aaron. This is the Snitch Network. I don't know who this nigga is. Let me bring in a call while I'm doing this. Is that Crime Skills? 954. Crime Skills.
Yes, sir. What's going on, sir?
Good to hear from you, man. What's cracking? How you been?
I've been good.
Okay. Where do you want to start?
I'm waiting on this banner. I want to do some advertisement. The Banky Pound Show. It's not my YouTube channel. You feel me? But I'm gonna be responsible for dropping it on your show.
Okay.
So we could get them subscribers up. But pertaining to Jada Pinkett and Will Smith, bro, I would beat. You don't like Jada Pinkett and a few other dudes, bro. Like, Bridget, ain't nothing wrong with her, my youth. I would beat Jada Pinkett pum from dusk till dawn, Bridget. Ain't nothing wrong with her, Bridget.
Well, now, hang on a second. Crime Skills, you see, I'm an alpha male. I'm hard on a bitch.
Yeah.
Hard on a bitch. And she has that little short.
I know.
Hang on, she has that little short thing where she's always right, or she's gonna tell somebody what to do, like a goddamn chihuahua. You know, and she plays with him like he's silly putty, and maybe he is, and maybe it's none of my goddamn business. Their intimate relationship, but now it has spewed over, in my opinion, into the biggest blunder, in the recording industry. The biggest blunder. I'm not going to say it's some great transgression. It was a blunder. And I have yet to see her stand up and apologize. What do you say about that, Crime Skills?
Well, I have to agree to disagree. It's like this with females. Whether it's marriage or girlfriend, if you're not laying down that D game and they gotta and putting that real respect, like they respect that D game, they gonna act like that, and that's just what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Will Smith, it look like he ain't really putting in no work. You know, it doesn't matter how she wanna act with that attitude. When you pipe her down the right way, she will get straight. And it is what it is, Bridget. Like I said, man, I'll beat it down from dusk till dawn. You feel me? It no matter if a rain or storm, man. That's just what it is.
Crime Skills, with all due respect, sir. That's simp talk.
Yeah, well.
That's simp talk.
Wait, hold on.
No, hang on. I want to respond to what you said, sir. I let you talk. I want to respond. You get past a point in all relationships where, beating it up slows down. It should become something deeper. You can't celebrate the flesh for 10, 15, 20 years. Thus the reason why you have men that take Cialis, Viagra, whatever else it is that they take, because you get tired of the same look of that vagina, the smell. You're hitting the same goddamn walls. Sometimes the walls of that uterus collapse. So how much pounding and thrusting and beating it up are you supposed to do? Go ahead.
The last thing before I go, I beg to differ. I have to disagree. You've never been married. You've never been in no real long-term relationship.
Nor will I.
Putting in the work, so you can't.
I'm too much of a prize to give. I'm too much of a prize to give this to one bitch. I'm too much of a prize. Go ahead.
You're a proud 4 minutes. You're a proud 3-4 minutes guy. You can't talk on it, Star. With respect, Virgin, you really can't. Like, you embrace who you are, and ain't nobody gonna change Star.
Yeah.
You can't. With respect, Virgin, you can't speak for all male and all relationships because you've never been that, and you're not gonna be that. With respect, have a beautiful day. I'll reach up later.
Crime says, I got one.
Go ahead.
I got one question for you. How old are you? I forget. You're in your 40s?
Yeah.
How old are you?
39.
39, okay. You know my age. I'm not going to continue saying how old I am. I remember the old yard mans used to say, don't ever put your face in something that bleeds every 30 days and doesn't die. You ever heard that?
Well, guess what? It's 2022. Them same niggas that said that they eat pum pum for breakfast, lunch, and dinner plus dessert. So, Regin,
yes, sir.
I can't agree with them niggas on that garbage, Regin.
Respect.
I'm going to throw back a plane if you get on. All right.
All right. Salute.
All right.
Crime skills tapping in, huh? That's how old I am, kids. I remember the old yard man from the 80s. He used to say, my youth, don't put your face in nothing that bleed every 30 days and doesn't die. Huh? Anybody ever heard that, or is that just some old shit? On the screen, www.eventmoon.com. Please go there. Tell them I sent you. One of my sponsors, okay? Bush Kid tapping in. What is this, Bush Kid? Okay, I don't know what that's about. Is that some more New York crime? Thank you, Bush Kid. Okay, Aaron, check your email. I just snitched on whoever that nigga is. Yeah, nigga sending me and trying to expose Aaron. Where's the donation, nigga? Folks, I'm about that Skrilla. Sergino, got your donation. Good afternoon, sir. Sergino, how are you?
Yo, good afternoon, Star. What's popping?
Man, Will Smith, a new video apologizing. What do you think? Did you see it?
Yeah. So, like I was telling you, man, I do sales and stuff.
Okay.
A lot of my sales intuition comes from reading body language.
Okay.
I was seeing a lot of estrogen in that apology and zero testosterone.
Okay. Okay.
He might need that B12 shot that you be taking. He might need that a steak and eggs or something. Ain't he a vegan or something too?
I don't know, man, but I think Will Smith, is acting on behalf of, his family, his legal team, and his advisors, whoever they may be, and he has put this out there, and maybe we should accept it and all move on. I mean, I don't want to see the guy's career, brought to a halt, but I just don't feel like the apology was well constructed. I want to hear if Jada is sorry or not. What do you think?
Yeah. See, you already know the words was hoopla, so it's nonsense. So it was written by a bunch of writers. So I just mute the video and watch the body language, and I saw zero testosterone in that man.
Okay.
He looked beat, destroyed, and just weak. In his posture.
Do you think that this was a time for testosterone? Do you think he should just be more, humble, passive, and remorseful?
No, he's supposed to be a man about his apology. There's supposed to be some testosterone on it to be like, yeah, if you do that again, I'm going to slap you again, So it's supposed to be like,
come on.
You because
are you trolling? He's not going to sit there and say, I'm going to hit you again. What are you talking about? Knock it off. Come on, man.
No, it's not trolling. It's just hinting at it with the posture, saying, look at me, I ain't scared of you, I see you trying to do them jokes on me. It's cool if you can do that on me, but this was about my wife's sickness, but it wasn't about none of that, it was about,
I think you were doing good, but now it just sounds like it's something that's just somewhat silly because, listen, the man's money has slowed down. He's a Hollywood A-lister. Never mind all that black stuff, keeping it real, my G. All that shit's out the window. Now's the time to humble yourself, cry, give us some tears. But don't sit there and laugh. Go ahead, I'll let you finish up. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at it as a hood mentality. Right. I mean, my hood mentality because I'm off that Bubba White right now.
Okay, all right. Yeah, listen, I got to run, man. Thank you for tapping in. Got to run. Thank you. I appreciate the donation. Folks, if you're new to the show in the mornings, I do research. I don't take a lot of calls, but, if I do, I want us to have a healthy discussion we can get, silly in the evenings. Okay. I got about another 10, 15 minutes or so. Kid London, I got your donation. He says Will Smith stands on he was violated by Chris. There's no part of me that thinks that the way to handle feelings of disrespect is. I didn't see that, Kid London. I saw Will Smith say nothing that he did. I'm not saying verbatim. Nothing that he did should be acceptable. Nor was it right, striking Chris Rock. You're saying the exact opposite. I'm not going to clown Will Smith, but I don't like the thing with Jada Pinkett. I mean, we're talking about an A-list celebrity, actor, funny guy. I would like to see him bounce back. I'm not a person who just wants to see people crash and burn, but if you crash and burn, I'm going to be all over you. Like white on rice, but thank you for your donation. Guys on the screen, subscribe to Mr. Precise 8 on YouTube. I had the wrong banner up at first. That should be the right one. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay. How do I say your name? Is it Paulinho? Got your donation. Thank you so much. And I spoke to Jess, and I got your donation. Okay. Thank you. Hold on. Phil, I got your donation. How much for the Cameron plaque? So I'm not selling any plaques at this point in time. I've still got 30 more in upstate New York in my attic that I need to go through. And whenever I finally land, because Georgia's not going to be home for me, then I'm going to make some decisions, give some plaques to friends, no family. So just stay in touch, but thank you for your donation. The Cameron plaque, the one that I have now upstairs, was replaced because the other one, I've already told the story. The girl that I was dating in Dix Hills, Long Island, she gave it to her daughter. Couldn't get it back. Vicious Jew bitch. Her daughter was into Dipset. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, Aaron, listen, Aaron, I'm not, gonna read that guy's email. That was just for me to send to you. You can respond to him. I'm not gonna. I'm not into exposing people. I appreciate you calling the show. No, Aaron, I'm not gonna read that online on the show because that person may have an issue with that being read on the show. That was just from me to you. I don't want to read it on my show, but thank you. Okay, thank you. Barrington got your donation. Crime Skills is beating up Bussy. What the fuck is he talking about? Okay, we're on that type of time, as always. Okay, Kid London. Thank you, Kid London. Okay, you sent in a PayPal donation. I will. Okay, no, I just read that. Pardon me. I read that. Thank you, Kid London. And Kid London, are you actually in London? Because I got to plan a trip out there. I'm thinking about going to London during December. That might be a good time for me when things slow down, okay? Sir Shy, got your donation. Are you on the line, sir? Area code 510. Sir Shy, I'm moving kind of fast. I got to get out of here soon. Are you there? Sir Shy.
I'll make this quick, sir.
How are you, man?
How you doing, Star?
Good.
Oh, anyway, quickly, man, the whole, Will Smith apologizing, man, was just a bunch of malarkey. He's stopping a lot of the bags from Martin Lawrence, Bad Boys 4, probably some, deals for Jaden Smith and Willow that's kind of being on hold. And so his handlers are probably telling him to apologize when that's something he should have done all the way back in March.
Yeah. I don't think he should have apologized. I don't think he should have apologized right away. But after a week goes by, that's more than enough time to get your legal affairs in order to be prepared for any type of potential lawsuit. The Academy could have called the police. I
agree.
All that sort of jazz. I agree with what you're saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, the part that hurts the most is that I don't think Will would have done that to Keenan Ivory Wayans if he had made that joke. I don't think he would have did that to Mario Van Peebles. I mean, those are guys from big families that would have saw him after he left the stage. But he did that with Chris Rock. And I really feel bad for Tone because I know Tone Rock really wants to put his hands on him. But unfortunately, he has to think about his brother's career. And so it's just all one big mess, man.
Yeah. Hey, man, I appreciate your patience and the donation.
Yeah, no problem. And thank you for on your community session for Dana's channel. I checked it out, and she talked about that Black Panther too. Yeah. Will you be touching on that later this week?
Me? No. This is not a black show. No, but Dana does. She will.
Oh, right. All right, peace, Star. Peace. Happy Friday.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. No. I deal with the premium black news. I'm not trying to, uplift the community. No, you come on in here for the bullshit. I got what you need. Hold on a second. Aaron, is that you again? Aaron.
Hey, this is Avery from the Smart Land Buyers.
Oh, hey, what's up, man? I thought you were Aaron calling back. Good to hear from you, man. Hold on a second. Let me get your information on the screen. Your banners in the community section. Where do you want to start, please? Smart Land Buyers.
No, I just want to touch in on the topic. I got a chance to see the video a little bit.
Okay.
I think the apology was disingenuous. I don't think it was real at all, and I don't think he was apologizing to Chris Rock.
Okay.
I think he was apologizing for his career to the folks that give him movie deals and opportunities, because if you listen to his words, he said he was sorry for his behavior, not for his actions, right? His action is what messed up Chris Rock. So if he was apologizing to Chris Rock, that's what he would have been sorry for. But he's sorry for his behavior.
Good
so
point.
I think that's what that was for. I don't think that was for Chris Rock.
Yeah, I think it's too much time has gone on, and as I'm sure you saw, he said, "Chris, I'm here when you want to talk." And maybe I'm being a little too picky. Chris's team or whoever responded to Will trying to reach out whenever that was. He didn't say when he reached out to Chris, so we can only assume, months ago, recently, we don't know. He said, when you want to talk. I think he should have said when and if you want to talk, because, Chris doesn't have to do anything. Chris can just say, hey, man, you violated me, and I just want to keep my distance. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think he's at home watching deals fall off the table, and he's just trying to save his career. Yeah. And just wanted to let people know his behavior was unacceptable. He would never behave like that again. I don't think that has anything to do with Chris Rock. But yeah, man, I appreciate you for that call the other day. I see my YouTube numbers spike up.
Okay.
Wasn't really expecting that.
Let's do some promotion right now. Smartlandbuyers.com. What do people see when they go to your platform? And tell them how you can advise them, consult them, please.
Yeah, for sure. They can go to the website, smartlandbuyers.com. You'll see the inventory of vacant land that we have. For this month and for your listeners, we're doing 15% off the actual price. You can actually buy any piece of land on there with $250 down, $250 a month till it's paid off.
Say that again.
No credit required.
Say that again. For how much you can get it?
You can buy it for $250 down and $250 a month. We make it easy to actually obtain ownership. So that's a part of our company. And then as far as everything else, again, the YouTube channel is Smart Money Nation. If you want to get on there, watch a few videos about personal credit, business credit, LLC formation, life insurance, anything of that nature. I got almost over 100 videos on there, so check that out.
Hang on. Do we have a banner for the YouTube channel or just for smartlandbuyers.com?
No. I definitely don't have a banner for that. But if that's an interest to anybody, you can go to the YouTube channel.
Okay. So is there a link on your website to take them to the YouTube channel?
Yeah, I'll throw it up there. I don't think I have it, but I'll throw it on the website.
Send me a link.
Or I'll even put it in the comments.
Yeah, send me a link via email to your YouTube channel, and I can post that in the community section this evening. All right? Good to hear from you, Avery.
Okay. Got you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, man. Salute.
All right.
Okay. Is this On the Block with Jen? Jen, are you underwater? What's going on in Vegas? The casinos are flooded?
What's up? Everything is flooding. It's crazy. In the casinos, on the street. Yeah. Never seen anything like this.
Are you homeless? Are you okay? What's your place
I'm good. I'm good. I'm really, really good. No flooding over here in the area I'm in, but the casinos and stuff.
Okay.
Like people were gambling while the water was falling on them. I don't frequent the casinos, so.
Okay. Hey, just
I'm watching the news.
Real quick before I forget, Jen, I am 58. You have to remember, I've got 6 windows open here. I never look at the phone. You say you've been on hold for 25 minutes. Do you know the best way to get my attention?
How?
Cash App.
What? Say that again?
Cash App. I'm looking at Cash App all throughout the goddamn show. I don't look at the phone. So you say I've been on hold for 25 minutes. I don't look at the phone. I'm not one of those people. Just FYI, okay?
Okay, I don't send cash apps before noon. It's still 9 o'clock over here.
Well, that's why you're on hold for 25 minutes. But okay, where do you want?
You let me in, damn it.
Yeah, after 25 minutes. Where do you want to chime in? Did you see the video with Will Smith?
I did see it. I watched the whole thing.
Come on.
I feel the same as a couple other people. I think it's disingenuous. I think it's ridiculous to say his career is over. This is Will Smith. The man is worth damn near $500 million. And people still can't grasp how bad press works. There's no fucking such thing. Sorry for the F word.
Gotta watch the
There's
F-bombs.
there's no such thing. The man, it's a new world. The man has 64 million Instagram followers, 9 million subs on YouTube, 11 million followers on Facebook. He's not going anywhere. Not only that, he is a black man with a plethora of black fans, and they are all prayed up, and Jesus forgives everything. So he is not going anywhere. And the people that can ruin him, right, don't care that he hit Chris Rock. So let's keep it 100. The people that can ruin him, because it's not the fans. The fans could say, I don't like him anymore. But the people that really matter don't care that he assaulted another black man on stage. They don't care. He was coddled seconds after he assaulted Chris Rock by, white actors and black actors. Like, they don't really care. Now, the apology itself was bullshit. I mean, he's still talking about...
Jen, you have to watch the profanity. I've been telling everybody with my afternoon shows, you have to slow down with profanity.
That curse is so natural for me. I can't
Don't do it.
curse.
Don't do it. Go ahead.
Okay, so, he's still talking about he made a mistake. He's still not saying, I made a decision. I made a bad decision. You had 3 months to put that apology together. Yeah. He included his kids, his wife. He didn't include Chris Rock's kids. Chris Rock has kids who saw their dad be, assaulted. Right. But Will apologize to his kids and his wife.
Okay, now hang on, Jen. I'm going to jump in because I got to slide off soon. I hear what you're saying, and I don't have to push back what you're saying, but I disagree. The people who are in power, in control, as you said, they don't care. They removed him from the sequel to Aladdin, which made over $1 billion. So there is a push back on Will Smith from Hollywood. There most certainly is. The audience that you're talking about, the quote-unquote black audience, do they have any power? Is Tyler Perry going to give Will Smith some type of huge, $20 million per film? I don't know. But with regards to the powers that be and those who control the tide, Yeah, he's in the hot seat, and he's not just going to be making films in Hollywood like nothing happened. He violated their most prestigious ceremony. He made an ass of himself, and as a result, they suspended him for how many years? Do you know?
I don't know, but I have to disagree with that.
Well, hang on. I'm asking, do you know? Do you know, first of all, how long they have suspended him from the Academy?
I remember that they did, but I don't know if it was 10 years.
Bingo.
Sure.
Bingo. So he has he has been sat down. So again, I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong, but I'm showing, proof here in my opinion, where they have pulled the rug from up on his feet. But go ahead and finish up, because I got to run. I got a 1:30 meeting. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, no, I was just saying that I disagree. I think they put him on pause, but he's a moneymaker. Right. He has a slave movie coming up, and they're doing damage control, but they don't care to the point where they're gonna, strike him from the obelisks. He'll be back. They have to do the damage control.
Oh, he'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back. Yeah. He'll be back in all the movies.
After he gets down on all fours.
Bad Boy or Aladdin.
Gets down on all fours and takes it in the face.
Yeah, they didn't cancel him. They're like, it's on pause till further notice. Those movies will be out. The slave movie, Aladdin, he will be back in Bad Boy. It's going to make a lot of money.
Okay.
Everybody's going to go out to see it. He'll be fine.
All right, Jen, I got to cut you short. I got to run. I got a 1:30 meeting. Good to talk to you. Okay. Thank you, Jen.
Okay,
right, bye. Kid London. Okay, yeah, so Kid London, yes. All right, I know what you're talking about now. Maybe you got a bunch of capital letters in here. Will Smith stands on that he was violated by Chris Rock. He said, and you're quoting, "There's no part of me that thinks that the optimal way to handle a feeling of disrespect or insults." Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, so in his mind, he still thinks he and Jada were disrespected and insulted. You're right. That's what he thinks, and it was just comedy. And I think a lot of people see that. A lot of people don't necessarily agree with, let me cut the phones off because I got to run, guys. They don't agree with his actions. I don't know whether Will Smith will be back or not. I do know that he has been sat down. That's for damn, Skippy. Guys, thank you for your donations. Let me see if I missed anybody. XX Strategy X star Jada Pinkett has been lining comedians up since The Nutty Professor. Okay, guys, on the screen should be my PayPal information if you want to support the show, if you don't have Cash App. And with regards to the Cash App, please make sure that you're sending donations to the right Cash App, okay? Don't just click send. There should be a T on the end of Star Report. The correct spelling is on the screen right there, okay? Hold on, guys. Let me shut this down because I got to get right on the highway. If I missed any Cash Apps, I will get to you guys. I'm trying to do a show this evening. Thank you. Something about man. Okay. I don't want to just focus on this topic. There's nothing to do with what I spoke about today, but thank you for your email, okay? Brian, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. Okay, Brian says, Will should do it. Tyler Perry. You said Taylor. Did you mean Tyler? Thank you for your donation. Michael, I got your donation for the machine. Mongo. Okay. Is that Mongo from back in the days? My homie from Jersey, or a different Mongo? Good to hear from you, sir. Either way, thank you. Okay, thank you. Kid London again. Andrew, got your donation. Negroes need Chinese food, okay? Whatever that's about. Gangsta of Love tapping in, clapping at Rory, who's not on the show right now. All right, guys, I got to run. Enjoy the rest of your... hold on a second. I have a banner I want to get on the screen. Where is that? Oh, there it is. Okay. Please go check out this music coming out of the UK. I like it. I'll see you this evening. I'll try.